Right. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Higurashi. Surprisingly enough, this arc is going quite long. We're in Meakashi, and we're going into chapter 14. We're at the end of chapter 13. I'm thinking this is going to be the last chapter, but we'll see. This one's going way longer than I thought it was. That said, it's still good. We're learning a lot of we learned a lot of new things. Get into it. Let's get into it. June 1983. This reads like a epilogue. There's been a series of disappearances in Hinamizawa Village, Shishibone City, something prefecture. The suspect is Mion Sonozaki. She's a teenager. Allegedly, she abducted, imprisoned, and killed 5 Hinamizawa residents. Oryu, Shion, Kichiro, Rika, and Satoko between June 19th and 21st. Preliminary investigations on the incident were delayed at the time due to insufficient evidence, but by chance, the case was solved rather abruptly. This is our epilogue arc. On the morning of the 22nd, a vehicle patrolling the Sonozaki property heard screams from inside and rushed in as an emergency measure. They secured the suspect's missing younger sister, Shion Sonozaki, and her 2 missing classmates, Heichi Maibara and Reina Ryugu. The suspect fled the scene. We found hair, pieces of skin, and blood of the 4 missing people, Oryu, Kichiro, Rika, and Satoko, in the torture room that was discovered in the basement of the outbuilding on the Sonozaki family property. Supposedly, that's where they were killed. Now I'm glad they found it, but do we find any more information? There are more bodies, but they've only mentioned the blood. I think they have to take a while, right? This is the follow-up that's going to read like the part from Arc 2. We concluded that the victims were tortured in that torture room. However, the remains have still not been found. According to one of her imprisoned classmates' advice, the bodies should be somewhere in the basement of the outbuilding where the torture took place. However, nothing has been uncovered as of yet, including the escape route the suspect took. In addition, investigations continue regarding any possible connection to the series of mysterious deaths in recent years. But no evidence that Mion Sonozaki was involved, either directly or indirectly, has been found. There are still many unclear points as to the motive behind the incident, and as those of the Sonozaki family and residents of Hinamizawa have been extremely uncooperative in assisting us, we expect to require a long time to clarify them. Wait, that incredibly questionable meme from Anime 2 memes? You know what I mean, instead of Anime 2. It got removed from the feed in their subreddit to keep the community safe. It's literally a subreddit for not safe for work content from Anime 2, and they're seriously removing it from the feed? Interesting choice. The opinion of a local officer knowledgeable about the region is that this may have been a lynching, an internal form of punishing sacrilegious acts carried out against the beliefs of Hinamizawa village. It's clear that the incidents are particularly rooted in this region, and the prefectural police department has ordered a cautious investigation. I think they find the bodies later on, right? It's like Shion isn't telling where the bodies is because she's kind of having a mental breakdown. In theory, she should know, right? Like, she should know because presumably she was tortured by Mion, too, and she's aware of the location of the bodies. But this is Shion. Shion, I think, is still having a full mental breakdown at this point. We anticipated gaining valuable clues from the missing person, believed to have been imprisoned for the longest time, Shion Sonozaki, the suspect's younger sister. However, the incident has left such serious mental after effects that she has not been in a state of mind to properly answer any questions about what she knows. Yeah, she's still, like, in full breakdown mode. The psychiatrist concluded she is in a temporary state of shock, but as of today, she has yet to show any improvement. I was acting at first. It was just an act to avoid being interrogated by the police. As it turns out, though, fake insanity can become real. You see, I couldn't bear it any longer. I continued to be haunted by the presence of Reina Ryugu, the one she talked about. It was so close it could almost touch my back. It wasn't Satoshi-kun, and it wasn't a hallucination. It had become Shion's ghost. Shion didn't go to heaven after all. She was always by my side instead. Shion didn't like the fact I was still alive when she wasn't. So she decided to haunt me until she witnessed my death. Every night she whispered to me, telling me to die. I get it. I get it. I shouted at Shion in my back. Interesting. Through my mouth, she shouted back at me. It must look odd to other people. They'd think I was arguing with myself. It's not fair. Why are you still living, sis? Die already. You said you'd die right after you killed me. I'm waiting. It's so dark and cold in this well. It's so cold it hurts. Hurts. I get it. Shut up. What exactly do you think, sis? You won't die the way you want to. You're just running away. You're trying to survive. Even after you did all these horrible things. So she's actually, like, completely lost it at this point. You'll never be forgiven. You're cursed. You're cursed. You're destined to die. Shut up, Shion. Is it just me, or are there white borders on these windows now? They are, and they're not like my actual windows. Because this is weird. Shut up, Shion. You're just a ghost. Shut up. Sis. You lousy shit. Fuck off. Okay. It's not fair. You and I should always be together, even after death. So, Mion, I've come to take you with me. Mion! Okay. Bang. Shion banged on the door. Bam. That noise is too loud. It's cracking my ears and my head open. Shion's trying to break in. Shion, I get it. The perfect way for me to die. It's be cursed to death by you, isn't it? I won't be going so easily. I won't simply disappear. It wouldn't be fair if your beloved was left alive, after all. I went out onto the balcony to avoid Shion, who was on the other side of the door. If I jump over the railing to the neighboring apartment, I could reach the fire escape. Eat shit, Shion. I leaned over the railing and jumped to the balcony next door. Then I rushed down the stairs, noiseless as a cat. Shion was too stupid to realize I'd escaped. It wouldn't take long to get to Keiichi's house on a motorcycle. Shion must believe I'm still in that room. She's so stupid. Soon enough, I could see the Maibara mansion. I'd never seen it before, but I'd heard a great deal about it from Shion. She told me that Keiichi's room is on the second floor. I should wake him up. Throw a stone! Oh, this is the scene. I threw a couple stones at the window, and shortly thereafter the light turned on and the window appeared. I saw Keiichi there. And the moment I saw him, my madness cooled for a moment. Even from here, I could tell that Keiichi was running down the stairs. He showed up quickly, with a doll in his hand. I felt depressed to see it. It was the doll he failed to give to Shion. It isn't fair after all, Shion. I'm so jealous, Keiichi. I want to receive a doll from Satoshi too. Yeah. It's been a while. Free farm for summer. Get it started. How are you? Been doing alright? Despite the burning insanity within me, I spoke to him calmly. It's true. My body's controlled by the demon now. Otherwise, I wouldn't be here this late. Are you alright hanging around this place? I really shouldn't be. Anyway, what's wrong? What do you need at this hour? I wanted to talk to you one last time. I felt horribly sleepy. Maybe it's more like fainting due to loss of blood. The sensation is proof the insanity is swallowing me. Well, I can't stay for any longer. Are you alright? Are you not feeling well? I tried so hard until now. But I can tell. I'm done. This is my limit. They're about to come behind me and take me away. I won't get to decide how I die. Shion won't allow me to, and no wonder I dropped her down the well. It wasn't only her. None of the people I killed chose to die how they did. Considering that, debating how I'll die must seem like a luxurious concern to the dead. Are you okay? Don't force yourself. Oh, that's right. I had something. Kill him. I'll fucking kill him. I'll avenge Satoshi's death. I'll avenge his death. This guy's Shion's beloved. I hate her. I'll kill him and teach her a lesson. Eat this Like one stab. He stabs her once and that while gravity's pull spun around me. I realized I'd stabbed him with a knife. I made it. I made it in time. I made it. I made it before Shion killed me. I got back at her. Take that, Shion. Keiichi rolled on the ground, clutching his stomach, but he's not dead. Not dead. I've done it. I've done it all. That's everyone I wanted to kill. Will I do a special stream? I think the time for the anniversary is like way too awkward for me to do anything at, because it's gonna be like Monday morning at like 4 a.m. right? Like I have to be at work. I have to be at work at like 9, and it's gonna be starting a stream at like 4 a.m. I can't not sleep at all. That wouldn't be good. I did it. I did it. I avenged your death, Satoshi. Don't you love me for it? Will you stroke my head? She still completely lost it. She claims she was faking, but I mean, she had pretty much suffered a huge mental breakdown in the first place. Yes, this was all a bad dream. After all, I was just in my room like always, suffering from nightmares of Shion, but where was I now? I'd been standing on my apartment's fire escape, alone. I could still recall that dream. Yeah, I stepped out onto the veranda. My front door was still locked, so I had to climb through the veranda again. Whoa, whoa. My foot slipped, and then I felt a floating sensation. After that, a sharp, indescribable pain ran through my head. That incredible pain finally cleared the fog away from my nightmare. I slipped from the fire escape as I tried to return to my balcony and fell onto the roof, jutting out from the elevator hall, 2 or 3 floors down. My room is on the 8th floor. I wasn't expecting to be caught up here. When I fell, my head landed right on the concrete corner, and I could feel both enormous pain and the warm blood dripping out. I felt strangely calm. I couldn't sense the demon, Shion's ghost, or my grudge. I felt just like a baby. The nothingness brought me peace. All my memories from when I was born and named Mion up until today came to my mind. I recalled memories of the time I'd spent with Satoshi-kun. Tears rolled down my cheeks. Where did I go wrong? When in my life did I make the wrong choice? I know just when and where that was, because Satoshi reminded me. I'll leave Satoko to you. Sure, I'll believe you return. I'll be waiting for you. I'll take care of Satoko. I'll wait for you with her. We'll be good girls. You left your precious sister to me and nobody else. I guess I didn't get the significance of what you said. But I'll be fine this time. I love you, Satoshi. Satoko, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, everyone. Shion, I'm sorry. Can I repay everything with my death? No way, right? That's not how it should be done. I wanted Satoshi to stroke my head one more time. I wanted to hear him mumble one more time. I knew it was too much to ask, and so I had no other regrets. That brought an end to my apologies. I rolled over, sending myself falling to the ground. Head first. I hoped my head would crack open to take me to the hell I deserved. After all, I was just a demon. I belonged in hell. Why was I born? Why did the world give birth to me? I shouldn't have been born. I wouldn't have had to suffer if I hadn't been. What was the meaning of my meaningless life? If I wasn't born, nobody would have had to suffer. Thank you for treating me kindly, even though I was like this. Thank you for teaching me love, even though I was like this. Even though I was like this. Even though... I'm sorry, everyone. I really am sorry. If Satoshi could give me another chance, I wouldn't make the same mistake again. Never again. Ah, here comes the ground. Goodbye. I love you. Eh? I wish so many times that everything was a dream, so I wrote it down hoping for it to become true. Dreams in cartoons are often like this. A huge stack of sweets. I can't possibly eat them all. I try to reach for them, but somebody wakes me up. Well, this is definitely the ending. A grim ending, and we see exactly what happened. This dream has been a tremendously long one. I must have been sleeping for more than a year. That's right, I ran away from baseball practice. I stepped onto the street where the light was red and got hit by a motorcycle. I've been in a coma since then, but I finally woke up. Oh, really? Really? When I open my eyes, I see a hospital ceiling and Satoshi looks at me from the bedside. It's a bit too perfect. But it's okay, right? It's okay for it to end that way, right? Damn. I'm sorry that I was born. Sorry that I was born. Well, that was a sad ending. We kind of knew where it was going, but it's still sad. Breakdown of all persons involved with or linked to the series of deaths in Hinamizawa. Mai Hojo died to blunt trauma in 1982, case closed. Satoshi disappeared on June 24th, 1982, whereabouts unknown. Jiro Tomitake, believed to have committed suicide on June 19th, 1983. Death resembles that of Rika Furude on the 22nd. Investigation ongoing. Mio Takano, death by strangulation in the mountains of Gifu Prefecture on June 19th, 1983. Corpse found incinerated. Investigation ongoing. Oryu Sonozaki, murdered by Shion Sonozaki on June 20th, 1983. Cause of death believed to be shock induced by stun gun. Violently abused post-mortem. Head shows signs of extreme laceration. Rika Furude believed to have been murdered by Shion Sonozaki on June 22nd. Cause of death, shock due to extreme hemorrhaging caused by lacerations to the throat. Death resembles that of Tomitake's. Ichiro Kimiyoshi. Cause of death, liticure strangulation induced by restraints. Satoko Hojo. Death is shock due to hemorrhaging induced by multiple penetration wounds. Mion Sonozaki, murdered by Shion, June 22nd, 1983. Cause of death, severe trauma due to impact after falling down a vertical tunnel. Heiichi Maibara, stabbed by Shion, June 30th, 1983. Severely injured but recuperating in a hospital. Reina Ryugu, last accounted for in 2004. Prado Ushi, last accounted for 2004. Everyone else is accounted for. Ooh, Kasai died of liver cancer in 2002. Rest in peace, Kasai. Ichiro Maibara moved back to Tokyo. Aiko Maibara moved back to Tokyo. Tomita-kun is still in Shishibone. Chie lives in Tokyo now. Teppei Hojo now lives in Tokyo. Oh, he didn't die in this arc. Interesting. Heiichi Maibara died in a Tokyo hospital July 3rd, 1983. Cause of death, acute heart failure. He had a heart attack? Shion Sonozaki died June 30th, 1983. Cause of death, trauma due to impact after falling from the balcony of her apartment. The suspect for serial murders, which began on June 20th, 1983, fell to her death from the balcony of her apartment, which she hastily rented to conceal her identity. Following her death, police filed charges against her for the 5 murders, which began with Oryu Sonozaki. Wait, how did the police figure out that it was Shion and not Mion? Interesting. So in this row, Tepe Hojo doesn't die. Tepe Hojo is murdered by Keiichi, right? Alright, it's lunchtime. So it turns out he lives if he runs the fuck away. Hey Reina, put our texts together. What's going on here? My lunch has meatballs today. Sounds good. This old man will have some then. Rika, bring your desk over. I'm coming. Whoosh. Oh, ho, ho, unfortunately, meatballs are my favorite too. I won't allow you to have any. Unfortunately, I won't let you do that either, Satoko. Wait, this is a unique outfit for her. It's Shion with a unique outfit? A schoolgirl outfit? Very nice. Well, it's not quite a schoolgirl outfit, but it is pretty classy. Shion still looks better than Mion. Unfortunately, I won't let you do that either, Satoko. You have to pay for. You have some veggies, so I cooked some squash for you. Oh, that's harsh, Shion. I hate squash. Don't be picky about your food. Squash is very nutritious. You're still growing. You need to think about things like that. As long as I live, I won't let you have an unbalanced diet. Here, guys, have some. Steamed squash is delicious. No, Satoko, it's really sweet. It's super good. The balance of flavors is perfect. Satoko, don't eat this. It's too good for you. Excuse me? I don't like your tone. Just try one. Take a bite. See? Isn't it good? It isn't bad. Of course it isn't. I've been working hard every day to get you to overcome your dislike of squash. Okay, now that's done with, why don't you overcome your fear of eggplants, green peppers, and asparagus within the year? Wait, wouldn't green peppers be the easiest to overcome? I feel like eggplants are like tasteless mush half the time, so they just suck. And asparagus has like a bit of a bitter flavor, so I can see how people don't like it. Peppers are pretty easy to get down though. But there's so many varieties of peppers, including all the hot kinds, like jalapenos and stuff. Stop joking. At this rate, I'll transfer to a school in Okinomiya. Oh, come on. I'm in charge of your health since Toshi asked me to take care of you. I won't let you eat junk food either. I hate you, Shion-chan. Shion-san, I hate squash. Oh, wouldn't it be nice? Wouldn't it be nice? If only. If only. But that's not how things went. Things took a very dark turn. Things took a very dark turn instead. Scenario jump mode. You can replay scenarios you've completed before from the start menu. Oh, really? There's no extra mode? Tips reading room unlocked. Okay. Why is it playing ominous music? Staff room. Here we go. Let's go check out the staff room. A happy diary and disowned. That was a really short chapter. That was like, what, 20 minutes? I'm guessing 25 minutes. That was super short. But we've reached the end of Higurashi Art 5. Alright. I'm ready to start 6. One thing we did unlock extra is of course some tips. These might be useful. The staff room isn't really plot related. Well, I'll admit that, but I'm definitely going to cover these last 2 tips. Let's have a look. Yes, when Mr. Kasai broke in, the room was empty and the window leading to the balcony was open. That's when she fell. She hit the elevator housing right beneath, which gave her a concussion, and then she rolled off the roof and hit the ground, killing her. The reason Mr. Kasai didn't find her, even though he suspected her suicide, is that she was on the elevator housing at the time, unconscious. Keiichi Waibara was stabbed at about the same time. Was Shion unconscious on the roof then? I doubt it. She must have snuck out of the building, stabbed Keiichi, and then accidentally fell when she came back. Doesn't that sound right? We should look at the neighboring balcony again. Who is she? You've got a call in line 3. Oh, who's it from? Sato, apparently. He says the password is Ron. Hello. Ah, Sato-san. You must have some good news. An informant got in contact with me and you were right after all. Oh, thank you, thank you. I'll buy you a drink on Flower Road. What was that call about? A mahjong invitation? Bingo. The Sonozaki sisters switched places. Mion is Shion and Shion is Mion. They made a mistake when they were supposed to tattoo the successor. Oh? So Mion and Shion are swapped around in this notebook. So then Satoshi and Shion... No, Mion-san? This is confusing. Anyway, with that you gain a clear understanding of their relationship. Are you talking about the mysterious notebook you received the other day? Did you say it was all mumbo-jumbo that could possibly confuse the case? Even after switching the names, it's still confusing. I don't know how much of the content I can trust. Even if this is true, Rika Furude's death seems very suspicious. It's the diary of a lunatic. It drove me nuts when I read it. You know this line on the last page of how she's sorry for being born? That makes me want to jump out the window. Even so, this is a happy diary. A happy diary? You know how many times Satoshi's name appears in this notebook? Shion really loved him, but because she was so young, a few mistakes caused that love to be misdirected. Mistakes? I mean, she was claiming credit for murders all over the... Oryu was claiming credit for a shit ton of murders. So, I don't know about that. If you want to claim credit for murder and then get murdered as revenge or punished for them, I don't really feel too bad for that. Assuming that Oryu is not actually a killer. Hey Mom, tell me, why'd you have a fight with the hag? It was bad enough she disowned you, right? You're so noisy about everything. Wait, this is Mion's mom who has a sprite now? Really? I guess you're old enough to know. What does her sprite look? Oh, wait, what is the... I haven't used this function in a while. Art style is P, okay. You're old enough to know. Let's see. Damn, she looks really aged in this version, in the console version. She only looks slightly older in this version. Guess you're old enough to know. She objected when I told her I wanted to marry your father. What? What? I was living an unseemly life back then. And the man I brought home was a Yakuza, so of course she got terribly upset. She said, the head of the family will choose your fiancé. And I said, screw your decisions, you fucking virago. What's a virago? We both tried to cut each other down on the spot. We unsheathed our katanas in the living room and clashed and slashed and sliced. You fought that hag with a sword? Way to go, Mom. Well, I was into martial arts when I was young. Both she and I held high ranks in kendo, so yes, it was quite the show. Everyone nearby was terrified. It was fun. I see, so that's why you were disowned? Right, I was happy for it. I married your father right away. Well, I was forced to remove my fingernails in atonement, though. See how the fingernails on my left hand look ugly? Wow, so that's why you and the hag have a bad relationship, huh? You know what, Shion? That's not actually true. Our relationship's pretty good. What? What? That can't be right. She has to maintain the family reputation, so she can't treat me normally. And accordingly, I lay low at family councils. But I visit her every now and then, and we have tea together. I can't believe it. Just between you and me, okay? She removed her fingernails in atonement a long time ago herself. Look carefully at her hand the next time you see her. What? What does she do? Beats me. I don't have a clue. So you do have one. It's all over your face. Damn, chat be thirsty for Shion's mom. Super thirsty. Damn. Polis, Gasms, Castornius. Damn, you guys are crazy. Alright, that's the last two pieces of information we got. Apparently. So even her mom had her fingernails removed. Nice job, Oryu. Not just her granddaughter, also had her mother rip out her on fingernails to marry someone, of all things. Alright. Odds are he is a pretty horrible person. And that's officially the end of Higurashi Part 5, Meakashi.